verb that is reflected within ed is what? Past participle. So why there's past participle within the present perfect؟ هذا السؤال. ليش اكو past participle ويا زمن من هو المضارع التام؟ ما هو مضارع تام جاب الماضي بالنص. Yes, because we have alright. الفعل كفعل مساعد. الهاف القاعدة ما تقول وين ما نشوف هاف ويجي وراه فعل ثاني، الفعل الرئيسي الهاف فعل مساعد، إذا لازم وراه فعل ثاني رئيسي. فالفعل الرئيسي الفعل الثاني لازم يكون بي دي. Okay. Of course not this kind of ed. احنا هنا نتعامل ويا التصريف الثالث للفعل. الاي دي هذيك كانت تروح ويا من ويا الماضي، هسه لا اتجاهنا على غير شيء. past participles معناته التصريف الثالث للفعل. اوكي. شو معناته التصريف الثالث للفعل؟ آه اللي كل الأفعال اللي تتعلق بالتام، أي شيء يتعلق بالتام فهو past participle. اوكي، اللي هو التصريف الثالث للفعل. طبعا القائمة بالأفعال كبيس كباست كباست participle كلها موجودة وين؟ في نهاية الكتاب حنشوفها طبعا. Also there is other stuff I'm going to show it to you in the end of the lecture if we had time. فلهذا هنا حنستخدم زمن المضارع التام، إضافة بعد have راح يكون الفعل في حالة التصريف الثالث للفعل، يعني عندنا have وإضافة إلى عندنا has. Okay, have وhas. الهاف ويا من؟ ويا الI ويا you ويا they ويا we and he she it they have had. اوكي، اثنيناتهم من بعدهم ايش راح يكون عندي؟ راح يكون عندي فعل رئيسي في حالة التصريف الثالث للفعل. اخذناها القاعدة هنا زي ما تلاحظون، كتبناها نسوي عليها ايش وقت نستخدمها؟ احنا قلنا الزمن نستخدمها من نريد نتكلم عن تجارب الناس when we want to talk about people's experiences. Also we use the present perfect to talk about an action that was performed in the period of time and has not ended yet. Okay, and as I said, if you remember, if I want to talk about anything that started in the beginning of the week and the week is not ended yet, what I'm going to use? I'm going to use this by saying recently, by saying, oh, I forgot to give you the adverbs, just remembered. Okay, I promise I'll give it to you, no problem. So we have recently, yet, and so on, many adverbs. So I'm going to share it with you. Your mic is open. Either I'm going to mute you for you. Sorry. Okay, because there's air using my ears. Okay, as I said, what is important for us with the rule always it is usages. With the usages, you will know what kind of, when you are in a situation, you will know what kind of rules you are going to use. So usages comes first, and then the rule comes second, comes next. So here we have this one, are, you, we, they, plus have, plus main verb. Of course, this past participle, that is what تصريف الثالث الفعل. It might have an ed, and sometimes doesn't have an ed. It ends with en, just like write, wrote, written. This is irregular verbs. Object, and here for example I have played football, I have visited my friends this morning, I have met my colleagues this afternoon. I can say this afternoon, this morning, this evening. Why? Because the day is not ended yet. So he, she, it, she has played football this afternoon. Okay, I can say this afternoon. Okay, uh, and have you, we have they ever, and this is the way of question, and by changing has and changing the subject, everything will get to be just fine. Now we go back without any delaying. We already discussed these questions. Each one of you shared her or his opinion. Now listen and read about three friends, Steve, Lucy, and Guy. Do they like being self-employed? Now I'm going to read for you. I love being a self-employed travel writer. I've been to about 40 countries and I've stayed in some of the world's best hotels. I've written travel articles about lots of amazing places. 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and last month I spent 5 days in the Caribbean. But I haven't been to Australia. That's one country I'd love to go to, but for a holiday, not for work. Okay, so as you can see, this guy, all right, Steve Wright, he's a travel writer. He goes to different countries and he writes about his holiday. He has a blog or something like this. So he's talking about his experience as what self-employed and travel writer. So I love being a self-employed travel writer. I've been to about 40 countries and I've stayed in some of the world's best hotels. I've written travel articles about lots of amazing places. 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and last month I spent 5 days in the Caribbean. But I haven't been to Australia. That's one country I'd love to go to, but for holiday, not for work. Now, as you can see, I haven't been to Australia. That means he is planning to go to Australia one day. Uh, so at this moment, he is thinking of visiting this country. Since it is an experience, uh, so when we talk about experience, we don't need adverbs, well, because it is an experience. There is no need for an adverb. Experience is something fixed, so there's no adverbs are fixed for the experience thing. Now we've both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in an office. But we'd rather be self-employed and we love having our own restaurant. We've met some really interesting people. Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it is hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before. This is Lucy and Guy Rogers, restaurant owners. Okay? Wife and a husband. We've both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in an office, but we'd rather be self-employed and we love having our own restaurant. We've met some really interesting people. Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it is hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday. Remember, when you want to talk about yourself and someone else, like together, okay, you mention the other person and then yourself. Okay, when I want to say Mustafa and I don't say I and Mustafa, or me and Mustafa, or Mustafa and me. It is subject. Remember, it is always subject. When you start your sentence, it is always a subject. So you say the other person names, okay, the other person name, and then yours, not yours, the pronoun of yours. So when I want to say أنا ومصطفى بالعربي أنا ومصطفى, in English, no, you flip it. You say Mustafa and I, Hawra and I, Zain, Marwa and I, and so on. It continues. Now, and I have never, Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before. Now, who wants to read it? Who wants to read it? Okay, Suhair, go ahead.
Okay. I love being a self-employed travel writer. I've been to about
I've
40
been.
countries. I've been
Mhm.
I've been احنا متعلمين been نقراها.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I've been to about 40 countries and I've stayed
Mhm.
in some of the world's best hotels.
Mhm.
I've written travel articles about lots of amazing places. 2 weeks
Places.
ago, places, yes, oh, sorry, places. 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and last month I spent 5 days in the uh, Caribbean.
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 Yes,
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
But I haven't been to Australia. That's one country I'd love to go to, but for a holiday, not for work.
All right, that's amazing. Thank you, sir. Mustafa, go ahead, please.
Yes, I love being a self-employed travel writer.
Mhm,
I've been to about 40 countries and I've stayed in some of the world's best hotels.
mhm,
I've written travel articles about lots of amazing places.
mhm,
2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and last month I spent 5 days in the Caribbean.
mhm,
But I haven't been to Australia.
mhm.
That's one country I'd love to go to, but for a holiday, not for work.
All right.
Steve White, travel writer.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mustafa. Yes, Muhammad, go ahead.
I love being a self-employed travel writer. I've been to about 40 countries and I've been stayed in some of the world's best hotels. I've written travel articles about a lot of amazing places. 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico and last month I spent 5 days in the Caribbean. But I haven't been to Australia. That's one country I'd love to go to, but for a holiday, not for work.
Hey, that's amazing. Thank you, Muhammad. Hawra, go ahead.
Yes, I love being self-employed travel writer. I've been to about 40 countries and I've stayed in some of the world's best hotels. I've written travel articles about a lot of amazing places.
Mhm,
2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and last month I spent 5 days in the Caribbean,
mhm.
but I haven't been to Australia. That's one country I'd love to go to, but for holiday, not for work.
All right. Thank you, Hawra. Now,
Welcome.
Marwa, the second one, the second article, please.
Yes, we both and lots of other jobs.
Mhm.
3 years ago, Guy was
Guy,
Guy. وانا ما سمعتك زي مصطفى.
no problem.
Guy,
Mhm,
yes, Guy was a teacher, and I worked in an office.
mhm,
But we had rather
mhm.
rather
Yes, with
rather
rather.
be
Rather.
self
With rather.
rather in
Yes,
أصح.
yes.
But we'd rather be self-employed,
Mhm,
and we love having our own
mhm.
restaurant.
Okay.
We meet some really interesting people.
Mhm.
Last year, the
Prime.
Minister Prime
Mhm,
Prime Minister
mhm,
had dinner
mhm,
here, but it is hard work, and Guy and I
mhm.
have never had a holiday
Okay.
together. We might go
Mhm.
to
To Peru.
Peru,
Mhm. Yes, Peru.
Peru, to Peru next year.
Mhm.
Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Yes, Muhammad.
Uh, we have both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in an office, but we'd rather be self-employed and you love having our own restaurant. You have met some really interesting people last year. The Prime Minister, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it is hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. You make a go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Muhammad. Haidar, please read it for us.
Yes, Mr. We've both had a lot of other job. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in the office, but
Not
we
worked. It is worked. T بالأخير,
worked.
not ed. Yes, it is ends with ed, but pronounced as t. Worked.
Worked.
Yes.
I worked in the office, but we'd rather be self-employed, and we love have our own restaurant. We've met some really interesting people.
Mhm.
Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it's hard work, and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We need to go to Peru
Mhm.
next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay. Thank you, Haidar. Uh, Hawra, yes, go ahead.
Yes, we've both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Gay was a teacher and I worked in an office, but we'd rather be self-employed and we love having our own restaurant. We have meet or
Matt.
met some real interesting people.
Mhm.
Last year, the, the Prime Minister has uh, had dinner had dinner here, but it's hard work, and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy
Mhm.
hasn't been to South America before.
Okay, thank you.
Lucky and Guy, uh,
Lucy, it is Lucy and Guy.
restaurant
Mhm.
owners.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Now, مرتضى رحيم, yes.
يس مستر. بس اسف قبل شويه خاف حكيت وياك كان الصوت ما يشتغل عندي الا طلعت ودخلت من
No,
جديد.
no problem at all. Continue, please.
كذا.
Read.
Okay. We have both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in an office. But we had Heather be self-employed and we love having our own restaurant. We have met some really interesting people. Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it is hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay, thank you, مرتضى. Malaz, read it for us.
Welcome.
Good evening, Steph.
Good evening to you.
We both had lots of other jobs. 3 years age. Gay was a teacher and worked in
It is
an
Guy.
office, but who? نعم Steph?
Guy, his name Guy.
Yes. Guy was a teacher and worked
Mhm.
in an office, but we'd rather be self-employed and we we love having our own restaurant.
Mhm.
We've met some really interesting people last year.
Mhm.
The Prime Minister and dinner here, here, but it is hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru
Mhm.
next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay, thank you, Malaz. مرتضى Hamid.
Okay, Mr. We've both had lots of other jobs. 3 years ago, Guy was a teacher and I worked in an office. But we'd rather be self-employed and we love having our own restaurant. We've met some really interesting people. Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here. It's hard work and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay, thank you, مرتضى. Who else didn't participate? All of you? Yes, Hala, go ahead. Yes, Hala, read, please.
Okay. Hello.
Hello to you. How are you?
We have both uh, had lots of other jobs. The 3 years ago, a guy with was a teacher, and I worked in an
Okay.
office. But we'd rather be self-employed, and we love having our own restaurant. We have met some really interesting people. Last year, the Prime Minister had dinner here, but it is a hard work, and Guy and I have never had a holiday together. We might go to Peru next year. Guy hasn't been to South America before.
Okay, good job, Hala. Good job, everyone. Now
Thank
we
you.
go to the questions B. Take the true sentences, correct the false ones. Number 1, Steve went to Mexico 2 weeks ago. Is it true or wrong? Is it yes, Mustafa?
It's true.
Okay, so correct. It is true.
عفوا
So
أستاذ يا تمرين
2B.
الثاني
Yes, 2B. Okay, number 2. Who wants to read it? Yes, Melad, read it and solve it, please. Yes, Melad.
العفو أستاذ.
No
Number
problem.
2, he was in Caribbean 2 months ago.
Yes.
8. False.
Okay.
He
But
went last month.
he went last month, and you are correct. So correct it, please. Last month, not 2 months ago. Number 3. Yes, Murtawa, go ahead.
He wants to go to Australia on holiday.
Mhm.
True.
Okay. He wants to go to Australia on holiday, and you are correct. It is true. Correct answer. Number 4.
Yes.
Yalla, Murtawa, go ahead.
Guy and Lucy were
Lucy.
self-employed. Lucy were self-employed 3 years ago. Guy and Lucy were self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
You sure? Were they self-employed or they have a job?
no, they have a job.
Okay,
Teacher.
so
False.
so it is false. You are correct.
Yeah.
Guy was a teacher, and she was what? She was working, or she worked in an office, and you are correct. It is false. They were not self-employed. They had jobs. Okay. Hawra, number 6. Number 5, sorry.
Yes. Number 5. The Prime
Minister.
Minister came to their restaurant last month.
Okay.
False. Last year.
And you are correct. The Prime Minister came to their restaurant last month.
Had dinner here.
Exactly. They had dinner in their restaurant. Okay. Now, what is meant by Prime Minister in English? What is meant by Prime Minister? Who is our Prime Minister? Who is the Prime Minister of Iraq Republic?
Mr. I think public person.
Okay, public. Okay. Who is he? Who is our Prime Minister? Ahmed Adnan, yalla, go ahead.
It's Muhammad's name.
Yes, Muhammad what?
Muhammad Sudan.
Exactly. Our Prime Minister is Muhammad Isha Sudani, and this is the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister of every country, they have their Prime Minister. Ours is Muhammad Isha Sudani. Okay, good job, Ahmed. Ahmed Adnan with the number 6. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Guy and Lucy are going to Peru next year. True.
And you are correct. All your answers are correct, students. Good job with this. Now help with grammar. Present perfect, positive and negative. As we see, we already dealt with this. Look at the sentences 1 and 2, then answer questions A and B. Okay, this A and B. Now, I have been to about 40 countries, present perfect. 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico, past simple. A, in sentence 1, do we know when Steve went to these countries? When? In sentence 2, do we know when he went to Mexico? So, who wants to answer this question? In sentence 1, in sentence number 1, I have been to about 40 countries. Do we know when Steve went to these countries or no? Yes, Mustafa.
No, you don't know.
Okay, so in this case, why we don't know?
Because he not say
Because he didn't say
history.
exactly, and
Didn't say.
since it is an experience in life, and this experience still continued, so this 40 countries might be 41, 42. So this thing didn't stop. The traveling thing never stopped. It is still in process. Started at some point from travel number 1, and now this 40 is going to be 41, 42, and 43 until he might travel to 50, to more than 50 countries. So the idea is when we start something in the beginning and still not ended yet, we use the present perfect. So he started with traveling number 1, with travel number 1, and he had 2, 3, 4, and this experience never stopped until this moment. Now, that's why when we don't see time, it means an experience. When we don't see an adverb, as I said, when we don't use adverbs with what? With experience, because we cannot maximize it. We cannot make it limited on a specific time because it is an experience. Just like when you start your job, I remember I gave you this example when I said I've been working here, or I have worked here for 3 months. Okay, this is the difference between past simple and present perfect. Now, with the 2 weeks ago, I went to Mexico. So the traveling to Mexico has ended. That's it. That's why he mentioned the name. He went to Mexico and then got back home, and for that it's been 2 weeks. So when we say time, that means the experience already started and finished and ended. Now, is it clear to you all the difference between present perfect and the past simple? Right? Is it clear? Anyone?
أستاذ يعني هو بس دا يوضح لنا يعني على الارتكل دا يقول لنا انه شلون البريزنت يعني مو دا يريدنا نحلها هو محلوله بس دا يعطينا يعني
لا، هو ده يسأل بالجملة الأولى هل هو ذكر في أي وقت سافر لهاي الدول ال40؟
وين دا تقرا استاذ؟ مو المفروض
هو
بالثلاثه؟
number 2 yes 3A I've been to about 40 countries. بين قوسين حاط ليها present perfect. بالنقطة اللي جواها ال A in sentence 1 do we know when Steve went to these countries؟
هيك دا تربط اقول منين وينكم السؤال؟
ال A ويا ال 1 ال B ويا ال 2. Okay, فهنا we don't know because it is an experience started and didn't end yet. أما بالنسبة للجملة الثانية in sentence 2 we know when did he travel to Mexico. That is 2 weeks ago. Why? Because the experience started and ended when he went to Mexico. So this is the difference between past simple and present perfect.
Okay, واضح إن شاء الله.
Inshallah. Now with B, now complete these rules with the present perfect PP or past simple with PS. We use, what do we use? حلا. Okay, Hawra, go ahead.
Yes, we use the past participle to talk about experience.
It is not
and
past
life.
participle, it is the present perfect.
Yes,
Okay.
present perfect.
Okay.
Yes, and in life until now. We don't
now.
say until now.
Yes.
We don't say when they happen. Happened.
Okay.
And another one, we use the past simple if we say when something happened.
Exactly. So this is the usages, small usages, simple one, simple, more simple, or it's more simple than my. Okay, simpler. Is it simpler or more simple? It's more simple. Okay, we use the present perfect to talk about experiences in life until now. We don't say when they happened. Okay, but when we use the past tense, the past simple, we say when they happened. Okay, so this is the small difference between past perfect and present perfect and past simple. Now look at the examples of the present perfect in blue in the text. Okay, hasn't been and so on. I, you, we, they plus have plus what do we have? Past participle plus that's it. Okay, with the past participle also we have he, she, it plus what has plus past participle. هاي بالنسبة للقاعدة. أما بالنسبة لل I, you, we, they plus what haven't plus past participle. أما بالنسبة لل he, she, it plus hasn't plus past participle. We can say I haven't or I have never. تتذكرون هم أعطيتكم إياها قلنا نقدر ننفي بالنفر همينة هنا نقدر ننفي بالنفر فعندنا طريقتين للنفي ويا الهاف أما تقولون باستخدام have not أو باستخدام I have never تتذكرون كاتبيها هياتا right have you ever I have been to London recently من أسأل have you been to London yes I have no I haven't or no I have never اوكي طبعا هاي تعتمد على الإجابة مالتنا شنو الطريقة اللي ننفي بيها اوكي معناته انا اريد اقول ابد مسافر اني لندن اقول I have never اذا اريد اقول له إجابة طبيعية I haven't been to London or no I haven't فإن طريقتين للنفي it's up to you which one to use أحد عنده أي سؤال yes حوراء
أستاذ المضارع التام معناه إنه يعني شلون نقول شيء حصل بالماضي وصار له استمرارية بالماضي لو بالمستقبل.
لا هو بدأ بالماضي لكن لا يزال مستمر إلى هذه اللحظة ما منتهي. So he started at some point. هو بدأ في وقت ما بالماضي لا يزال مستمر.
وغير محدد المدة في الوقوع.
عافية الوقت ما محدد به. هو ما محدد وقت وقوفه الوقت وقوفه ونهايته تعتمد علينا احنا شو وقت نتوقف. من نتوقف نقطعه حيتحول من مضارع تام إلى ماضي بسيط. هالشكل هذا. لهذا نشوف احنا دائما المرتبط به ويا من المضارع البسيط. لأن يعني الزمن هذا من ينتهي مباشرة يتحول إلى ماضي بسيط. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're most welcome. Any questions? Anyone? Alright, let's continue. Vocabulary and speaking, past participle. What are the past participles of these verbs? Check irregular past participles in... Sorry, who raised their hand? Yes, where?
Solution?
Okay, go ahead. You're hurry. Go ahead, go ahead. So,
be been.
Okay.
Lose, lost. Study, studied.
Okay, thank you.
Cook.
That's it. All right, thanks a lot.
Cook.
That's it.
Meet.
That's it, sir. We need others.
That's it. Okay. Sorry.
We need others to participate as well. Okay, thank you. Good job. So lose. What did you say for lose?
Lose.
Losed. Okay. Who else?
Studied.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. So Hala, what do you think? Number 5, lose.
I think it's lost.
Yes.
With T.
Exactly, with T. Instead,
True. Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry.
Studied is correct. We change the Y to I and then add the ED. But with lose, it is a regular verb. So we don't add the D Okay, we just change the E to T and it becomes lost. So lost, this is the past participle of lose. We start from number 2. We start like horizontally. We should start vertically. Okay, now B, Ben. Cook, Malad.
Cooked.
Cooked. Okay, cooked, not cooked. It is cooked. Okay,
Cooked, yes.
thank you, Malad. Ahmed, number 3.
Gone.
Gone. All right. He said gone. Anyone wants to participate? Is it gone?
Went. Go away. Gone.
It's so excuse me, sir. Do you
Yes.
want 3D or just الباست?
The 3. So past
Okay,
participle.
3. It's gone.
Okay, the 3 is gone. All right. Anyone else? Muhammad, what do you think? Is it gone?
Gone.
And you are correct. All your answers are correct. It is gone. Yeah, it is tricky.
No,
By the
you
way,
mean number 4?
sorry, Muhammad, I need something to explain first. Go, went in the past
Yes,
simple,
correct. Gone.
and gone is in the past participle. Also,
Go.
go can be been.
Ben,
Also,
yes.
go can be been, because when you say I have been to London, okay, that means you went to London, okay, but the experience didn't end yet. So go can be both, can be been and can be go, just like the first one with be. It is tricky, but the English people use it in this way. It doesn't have rule, but the English people gave it this meaning with have. فالهاف نستخدم وياها، ما نقول I have gone، نقول I have been. نريد نقول احنا رحنا إلى مكان. I have been to that place. ما نقول I have gone to that place. Right? Yes, مؤمن, number 5. Sorry, number 4. Have.
Had.
Okay, have, had, and you are correct. Of course, in the past simple and the past participle, both of them are had. So it's stayed, had. Thank you, Muhammad. Murtaba, with number 5, please.
5.
Yes.
Lost.
And it is lost, correct. Hawra, number 6, sorry.
Number 6, met.
Meet, met, with one E only. Yes, Malad, thank you. C.
Number 7. See, seen, seen, or seen.
Seen, yes, you are correct. See, seen.
Seen.
The past simple of see, it is saw, and in the past participle, it is seen. Yes, Marwa, number 8.
Number 8, stay. Stayed.
Yes, and it is stayed. You are correct. And all right, who else?
هو نفس stayed stayed.
Yes, نفس stayed. Okay. Who else? Who was the
Study.
Okay, thank you, Marwa. Let's see others. Mustafa. Number 10, Mustafa.
Study, studied.
Okay, studied. And Haidar, yes, with number 10.
Stayed.
So it is number 10.
10.
Visit.
Visited.
And you are correct. Ahmed Adnan, work.
Worked.
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 Okay. Malad, the last one, number 12.
Written.
Written. It is written.
Written.
Okay.
Written.
Now I have a question to you. Whoever going to raise their hand first, going to answer it. Which 5 verbs are regular? Yes, Muhammad. Yes, Muhammad, go ahead. Which of them is regular? Okay, go ahead, Mustafa. Muhammad, you took too long. Yes, Mustafa.
Or cook.
Cook. Okay.
Stay.
Stay.
Study.
Okay.
Visit and work.
All right. Thank you, Mustafa. Haidar, what do you think?
Be, been,
We're talking about regular, not irregular.
cook,
Okay.
Stay,
Uh-huh.
stayed,
Okay.
visit, walked.
Okay. Thank you. Haidar, Marwa.
نعم أستاذ. Cook, stay, study, visit, work.
And you are correct. All your answers are correct, students. We have 5 regular verbs here with us in this list. We have cook. We have stay, study, visit, work. Because we add the ed directly without changing the form of the word. So we say cook, cooked, stay, stayed, study, studied, visit, visited, and work, worked. And you are correct. Now, listen and practice the infinitive, past simple, and past participle of these verbs. I send you this track. You can listen to it later on. Yes, Haidar?
عفوا أستاذ، بس سؤال. أنت قلت بنهاية الكتاب أكو الأفعال شو اسمه؟
Yes.
يعني هي الأفعال التصريف الثلاث من الفعل. صفحة 167 هاي تقصد عليها؟
Yes, I guess. Let me see.
Yes, يعني هاي كل الأفعال؟
No, of course no. This is the verbs are a lot, but these are the most common, as you can say. They are
يعني
the most,
خاصة بهذا الكتاب.
yeah, the most common, as you can say. أكثر شيوعا. الأفعال أكثر شيوعا. Not all of them, because we have a lot of verbs, irregular verbs. Most of them you are going to acquire through speaking and listening and reading, of course. Okay, now 5a, look at these phrases and write 6 sentences about your experiences. The sentences can be positive or negative. So this is going to be your homework. Your next homework is going to be 6 sentences about your own experience, the last experience you've had. Whether it is going to be traveling, whether it's going to be about having a job, anything else. Okay, so you are going to tell me about the last experience you've had. All right. Of course, you think.
Sorry, Mr. 5A.
Yes, in 5A. Now we have work in a restaurant. I've worked in a restaurant. Go to Canada. I haven't been to Canada. Look, they didn't say I haven't gone to Canada. Been here means go, gone. So I haven't been to Canada. Meet someone from Ireland.
I have met someone from Ireland.
You did? Did you meet someone from Ireland?
No, I have.
So
I haven't met someone. Okay.
Exactly. So I haven't met someone from Ireland. You are correct. Now we have the other sentence. See a Japanese film. Have you ever seen a Japanese film? Murtada, yes, go ahead.
I haven't seen a Japanese film.
Okay, correct. You haven't seen a Japanese film? Never?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyone have seen any one of you have ever seen a Japanese film? Anyone? Have anyone ever seen a Japanese film? No? Hello, Ahmed?
Yes, me too. So,
You've seen one?
yeah.
That's amazing. What was it?
It's an amazing film. I don't remember the name,
Okay.
but I will research today. In my last in my account in Netflix.
All right, that's amazing. Okay, it was it in anime, because they are famous with the anime?
No. I don't like anime. I just
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ahmed. Murtada, yes, Murtada Hamid, what do you want to say? Please go ahead.
Actually, I remembered one film.
All right.
I watched it many years ago.
Okay.
It was about the old Japanese, about samurai.
That's amazing. Cool.
just one
They are
movie.
famous with this kind of stuff, with the
Yeah,
samurai.
exactly.
And their
It was
movies,
really amazing.
yeah, and their movies about the Japanese, like about their samurai, so amazing, so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen the series? Was it Shoshin? Was it Shoshin?
What do you mean?
Shugon, something like this is the latest Japanese series.
No,
I
I
know.
haven't. No.
Shoshin, something like this. So amazing. It's about also the Japanese. It is a true story, based on a true story. It's about the Japanese civilization and how they uh, fought each other without fighting for real. It was
Nice.
political, 100% political. They are so amazing, clever. Okay, thank you, Murtala. And now,
Thank you.
stay in a 5-star hotel. Anyone? Have you ever stayed in a 5-star hotel? Yes, Malad.
Yes, how I have, yeah.
Yes, I
And
have
stay?
stayed.
Yes, I have stayed
Stayed.
in a 5-star. Stayed in
Yeah,
a 5-star hotel.
that's amazing. Thank you, Malad. All right, sentence after it. Cook a meal for someone's birthday. Beautiful one. Cook a meal for someone's birthday. Yes, Marwa.
I have cooked a meat
A
for
meal.
someone. A meal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have cooked a meal for someone's birthday.
That's amazing. What was it?
To my brother.
To your brother. What was the meal?
شلون أعرف برياني يعني هيك
Okay,
شيء.
yeah, biryani. So amazing. That's
بس
beautiful.
ما باللغة الإنجليزية واحد شو يقولها ما أعرف.
It stays the same biryani because it is, it is
Okay.
our food. It is an Eastern food. Okay, amazing. Lucky him. Okay, thank you, Marwa. How about the next one?
Yes, work in an office.
Mhm.
I haven't worked in
Worked.
an office.
I haven't worked in an office. Okay.
In an office. I work freelance.
Okay, I am a freelancer. All right, thank you. Mustafa, go ahead. Mustafa, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. Please, the other sentence.
Which sentence?
Study another foreign language.
Yes, I have studied another foreign.
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 It is foreign. Okay, not foreign. This is foreign معناتها أجنبي. Okay.
Foreign language.
All right, thank you. Anyone have ever studied a foreign language? Any one of you? Yes, Hala?
Yes, French language.
That's amazing. All right.
Okay,
Beautiful. Marwa?
thank you.
I have a question, Mr.
Go ahead.
foreign مو نقول غريبة لو هذه غير كتابة بس بينك ما تختلف
يا هي غريبة.
يعني فد شيء غريب نقول foreign.
foreign لا هي أجنبي معناتها.
أجنبي؟
Yes, أجنبي. Foreigners أجانب.
يعني بدك بمعنى مختلف يعني شلون نقول مواد غريبة أو مختلفة هيك يعني مثلا دارسين.
No. إذا هناك عندنا كلمة odd أو strange. Okay. ممكن يكون بمعنى غريب. لكن هنا foreign هي أصلا كلمة foreign معناتها أجنبي. So you are learning language as a foreigners. أنتوا هسه أجانب. بالنسبة للغة أنتوا أجانب. أوكي لأن لغتكم الأم هي العربية فأنتم أجانب قاعد تتعلمون اللغة الإنجليزية. فلما نروح يم البريطانيين شو راح يحسبونه؟ ما راح يقولون عرب، راح يقولون علينا أجانب. We are foreigners. By the way, that's what happens. Yes, Hala, any questions?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have. Sorry,
you.
by mistake. Sorry.
No problem at all. And now lose something important. Suhair.
Yes, I have lost
something.
Gold.
This
is إسوار شنو?
So it is bracelet.
Gold bracelet.
Okay. Wow. That must be devastating. Okay, it happens. Yes, thank you, sir. I hope you are going to find it somewhere or like make it up.
Thank you.
Okay, Mustafa. Yes.
I have lost something important. It was my ring.
Oh, your ring. I've lost my ring, by the way, as well. My wedding ring. Uh, I didn't lose it actually. I guess my son threw it in
The
the
man
garbage.
always lost ring.
Actually,
Always.
it always happens. Yeah, we're not good with keeping rings.
It
Your
was عقيق.
oh
يعني.
yeah. So it is. What do we call it? It is precious, and it has a name. Yeah, precious. Exactly this one. You are not going to find it. Aren't you going to find it somewhere, or like you lost it forever? Mustafa,
Can you repeat that?
have you lost it forever?
Lost it 3 days ago.
Okay, forever. Like, are you going to find it somewhere, or like it's gone?
I don't know.
Okay, hopefully you're going to find it. For about my ring, I have lost it. I gave it to my son just like he was trying to take it from my finger. So I gave it to him, and once I gave it to him, I don't know what did he do with it. I guess he threw it in the garbage. That's what I remember. So I did technically lose it somewhere. Uh, anyway, so good job. You have your homework. 6 sentences about your experience. You're going to tell me about the last experience or the last 6 experiences you've ever had. All right. You're going to tell me I have when I've been to Erbil. You can tell me I have stayed in a 5-star hotel. Anything you want. The last 6 experiences you had. Alright, now we move on with listening and speaking. We have listened to a conversation between Steve and Lucy. Where are they? What do they talk about? Where are they and what do they talk about? Let's listen to the track 49. You'll listen to it for 5 times before we discuss it, because with the 5 times we'll be able to answer this question as well. Right? Any questions yet till now? Oh, cool.
أستاذ هسه راحت رسل غير الاستماع مباشرة الحلقة؟
يا هسه حشغله ما راح اسمع حشغله واسمع.